Hey there, Daniela. So we've got a first set of essays from you. Great job. Very exciting to see. So let's see what you wrote here, okay? The first one is about schools. Just educational, or should they entertain as well? Let's see what you said. Schools play an important role in children's education. However, it is known that most of them still use outdated methods to teach. This essay will discuss this issue, given technology and a pilot project as giving technology and a pilot project as examples to give arguments why schools should be more entertaining. All right, well done. Firstly, teachers and school methods, you don't need an apostrophe here, are sometimes archaic, and this is largely because educational institutions are not following the changes in youngsters' behavior. Here you need an apostrophe after the S. For example, a study by the Brazilian government showed that in 2018, just a few schools were using technology, such as mobile apps, to deliver content to their students. However, it has an unquestionable place in humans' life. Okay, how about this? However, though it has an unquestionable place in humans' life, teachers seem to face some problems to include it in their programs. As a consequence, children usually think that classes are tedious. Okay, let's move on. Secondly, rates of truancy are slowly increasing over the past, since you wrote over the past 20 years, you should use a different tense here, have been. So rates of truancy have been slowly increasing over the past 20 years, and experts believe that is due to the fact of school being an unattractive place. Take, for example, an opposite situation, such as a pilot educational project that was held in a school in Sao Paulo, including activities such as recording videos and creating a YouTube channel as part of an exam. It is needless to mention how engaged students were. Therefore, the project showed reduction of absenteeism at that school and a rise in students' overall grades. Here you need an apostrophe. To conclude, I firmly agree that schools must be a more entertaining place, not letting the seriousness of the content that must be delivered aside. All right, there's something awkward about the words here. Not, maybe pushing, or not, or now, how about this? Why don't we say this? I firmly agree that schools must be a more, school must be a more entertaining place, not neglecting the seriousness of the content that must be delivered. Full stop. It is predicted that in the near future, schools will use online content and electronic devices as part of their classes. Okay. A lot of what you wrote was really quite good. I liked a lot of it. I liked your ideas. There were some grammar mistakes, but nothing too serious. And your vocabulary, for the most part, was accurate and appropriate. You also followed the template quite well, so that's a good thing. These are all the positive elements of your first essay, so congratulations. There is one area, though, that I'm a little concerned about, and that is with your topic development. And of course, your topic development falls under the criterion of task achievement. So let me tell you why. You're supposed to discuss which you agree with, okay? And you were saying that, yes, I agree that schools should be more entertaining. But the way you developed your paragraphs, it's almost as if you were answering a different question. So let me tell you, as a reader, what I felt you were answering. Why are schools unsuccessful? Okay? And why do I think that? Because the first sentence here is, teachers and school methods are sometimes archaic, and this is largely because institutions are not following the changes in youngster behavior. Okay, look at the second paragraph. Why are schools boring and unsuccessful? Because schools are an unattractive place. Okay, so what am I trying to tell you? I'm trying to tell you that the first sentence in your paragraph, which we call a topic sentence, is actually really important. It sets the tone for the entire paragraph. And the way you framed these sentences is as if you were answering a totally separate question. So what I really want you to do is focus a little bit more on the wording here, the language here, what is being asked, what is being discussed and frame your paragraphs in such a way that it shows you are completely focused on that question and you go about answering that question in all of your paragraphs. Okay, so yeah, it is a task achievement thing, because basically this first sentence is supposed to show the central idea. Well, putting it like that, the central idea that also falls under coherence and cohesion. So it's the kind of thing that an examiner would probably look at the band descriptors and say, well, it's partially task achievement, it's partially coherence and cohesion, since the central idea here wasn't entirely clear. Okay, so it would probably cause an examiner to think twice about this and where to put this issue under. So my point is for you is to, again, reframe these paragraphs so that it shows that you are focused very tightly on this particular issue that is being discussed here, okay? Overall, though, it was good, but you do have to just watch out about that. Let's take a look at your second essay. Okay, and here it is. An enjoyable activity with the child, better skills, more creativity than reading. What do you think? To what extent do you agree? Let's see. We don't say the children development, we say child development. No the, no plural. So it's just child development is a paramount concern in our society due to the fact that it is strictly related to the type of adults. They. Who's they? The children? All right. Fine. It's a stretch, but fine. That is why... Okay, there's something missing here. Encourage and share some enjoyable activities with them. Okay, encouraging, ing, and sharing some enjoyable activities with them can unfold some essential skills for their future lives. Okay, fine. The grammar is a little off, as you could clearly see, but other than that, it's fine. Okay. Some people claim that reading is one of the most important activities a child should develop because it improves their imagination and writing skills. However, there are different activities that can help them to evolve other skills that are much more required nowadays than those previously mentioned. Therefore, it is more helpful to practice a pleasurable pastime with the youth rather than just encourage them to become good readers. Okay, this is underdeveloped. It's not enough. You never told me what those different activities are. You never gave me an example. So there's just not enough information here. When you say something like this, or different activities that can help evolve other skills, you then need to explain to me what those activities are and also provide information as to how these other activities can help develop other skills. This is just, it's just not enough information. So you were missing here at least 2 sentences that would have supported your statement. In addition, other activities such as playing sports or participating in a group science project can access different parts of the brain needed to develop soft skills. Whereas they are learning how to deal with competition, group work, and time management, they are unconscious, whereas doesn't fit here, it should be while. They are unconsciously creating some sort, let's get rid of the word some sort. They are unconsciously creating soft skills that are extremely required. You can't say extremely required because it's not somewhat required. In other words, required is not gradable. It can't be a little required, a lot required. It's either required or it's not. So you can't use extremely here. You could say which are extremely important. You could say which are extremely desired. Okay? Take, for example, a study by the Brazilian government that indicates that most companies, most companies in general, are looking for employees with a great range of soft skills rather than those only highly qualified for the job. Okay, so I would like to know how playing sports helps develop these soft skills. I would have liked a little additional information there. All right, but other than that, it's okay. To conclude from the examples and arguments given, I firmly agree that this is especially crucial for parents and teachers. No comma. All right, no, different word here. Let's try this one more time, okay? To conclude from the examples and arguments given, I firmly agree that it is especially crucial for parents and teachers to promote more enjoyable activities with youngsters. It is predicted that in the future, schools will also offer classes specifically to teach students how to develop these skills. Okay, fine. Again, crucial is another word which is ungradable. It's not a little crucial, a lot crucial, very crucial. It's just either crucial or it is not. So it's inappropriate to write especially here. Okay, so there's a lot of good things happening in your answer. Again, I felt like it read very naturally, and that's an important thing because there weren't too many places where I had to stop or like kind of have any difficulty reading it. It flowed nicely, but there are certainly grammar mistakes and there are some word choice mistakes, but more importantly, it's your task achievement. It's the way you develop your topic that needs you to continue to work, okay? I'm not too concerned about this. It's your first set of essays, so you now know what you really need to focus on, what you need to work on. And you've got a whole bunch of essays left and more of the course to cover. So I am confident that together it's something that in a couple of essays will be history. It won't be a problem anymore. All right? Now what you need to do is correct these essays based on the corrections in this video. And you need to send that back to us, the corrected essays. Okay? You also need to create an error correction list where you write down what the mistakes were. And then next to each mistake, write down what the suggested correction is. You're going to add to that list with each subsequent video correction you receive. And then, of course, you have to write a new set of essays. I hope that you will take all the feedback from this video and apply it to your next set of essays. Okay, so quite a few things to do, so I will let you get to that. Good luck, and I will be looking forward to seeing your next set of essays.